I'm going to bring up a bit of WWF stuff, and then I've got a little game for you. So, but I'll ask the WWF stuff first, and I don't think you remember it that well. But three dark matches: two with Scotty, two Hottie, Scott Taylor, one with Owen Hart. WWF. This was in 1993. Do you remember any of these matches? And were these genuine dark matches for like a tryout to be hired, or were you just showing your stuff for the future?
It was a genuine tryout match. It was a tryout match for them. I already made my decision before I went. I wasn't going to take their offer because I already had a job in Japan, so I didn't need it. But I wish I would have took it. But anyways, there were tryout matches there. But JJ Dillon called me and said, Vince wants to get a look at you. I go, what do you mean? He goes, he wants to bring you in for a tryout. I go, I never heard of a tryout. He goes, well, you come in, you wrestle, and if we like you, we sign you. I said, well, I'm already happy with what I'm doing. He goes, why don't you just come in anyways? I said, what's the pay? He said, $300 a night. So I said, I came in for the $300 a night, and I only supposed to have one dark match. And I had one, and then Vince had a meeting with me and said, I want you to wrestle Owen Hart as my mark match, my fan match. I want to see you wrestle Owen Hart. And I did. And then he goes, you want to stick around another night? You have another payday. So I stuck around the third night, wrestled Scott Taylor again. And then they made an offer for me, and I said that I couldn't do it because I already had a job in Japan, and I was going to be working for ECW. And Ben said, how could you give up a job we have here for a company that might not even be there tomorrow? I said, I don't know. I just got to.
So were you just not feeling it that time? Did you feel like, was it just because you already had guaranteed work, or did you think you wouldn't be a
they
good
wanted
fit?
to change my gimmick. They wanted me to be the Sultan. They wanted me to wear like a mask with my tongue cut out or something and use the Iron Sheik as my manager. And I said, there's no way I could do that. But that's what they wanted me to do. So they said I didn't want to be changed, but they go, we modify your look. And I go, I don't want to modify my look. I'm happy the way I am, which I'm so glad I turned it down, because I am proud of what I've done. I wouldn't have been proud if I would have done what they wanted to do.
Do you know, it's so funny you mentioned that because you've got a mask and your tongue's cut out and you've got the Iron Sheik as manager, and that's exactly what happened to Rikishi a few years later. And,
Exactly. Yeah.
and he did really well with that.
Yeah. But it wasn't for me.
Yeah, and you definitely did the right thing there as well. Do you remember any feedback when, like, after you did the dark matches? Who came and gave you feedback, and what did they say?
Jerry Jarrett said, I got a job, and because he was there helping out. Vince came, pulled me aside, and said I had a job, and everybody did it. All the guys that were there, they were afraid that they're going to get fired if they hired me. So the boys didn't really like me. They were worried.
Do you think you would have got? Because I know later with WCW they tried to tone you down with no tables, blah blah blah. WWF, you reckon, would have been the exact same deal?
Yeah, but I probably would have been rich by now. It would have been not what I wanted to do, but I would have got paid for it.
Hmm. Do you reckon, when you turn Vince McMahon down and basically you've taken the power away from him, do you think Vince McMahon's sort of in the back of his mind, like when you came back, always thinks, you're the dude who turned me down in '93?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's why I don't know. Yeah, he like when I came back in 2004, 2007, whenever that was, and he talked to me. He goes that I was one of the best workers he's seen, and that I was better than he thought I was. But he said I had to be a friendly baby face, and he wanted me to talk, and I tried to resist it, and he didn't like that.
What was the logic in you being a friendly babyface?
He said that he wanted me to be the Hulk Hogan or the Steve Austin of ECW, and I laughed at it. I thought he was joking. I go, that's so fucking funny, and so I laughed at him, and he didn't laugh. He got a little mad about it, then I said, can I have a manager to talk for me? He goes, Umaga has that gimmick. I said, I was doing it before Umaga was born. He goes, not here, you didn't. I said, well, then Stephanie McMahon came to me and had a script for me to read, and I tore it up and threw it down. I go, I'm not going to do it. And I go, how about we use that for the promo? And she didn't like it, so she ended up firing me later after that.
Oh God, do you remember? Do you remember what the first promo was that you ended up saying? I mean, how many words was it?
It was a long thing, and it was talking about the big show and ECW championship and stuff I would never say, stuff I couldn't remember anyways, but I wouldn't say it even if I could remember it.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have said, I'm after a ECW championship opportunity, and you've got to use certain words like opportunity.
Certain words I couldn't even pronounce.